I made you the co-host, Swara.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Sure. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. So even if I don't come for 1 week, I feel there is a long separation. Like we didn't have a class like last week. So I feel that I miss seeing all of you. And I don't know how all of you feel, but I really miss seeing all of you, even if it's a gap of just 1 week. So I'm always very happy and excited to share and to, share the knowledge with you and to see everyone's happy and smiling faces. So today we are having week 14, sorry, week 24 and Bhakti Vrishka week 24. So let's start with the class. Today's class is actually not a very big class. So all of you can also keep your questions ready. And also I would like to extend my happiness that today is the disappearance day of Guru Maharaj of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, as you would have seen the message. So if possible, very nice if some of you would have fasted today, if just till 12 o'clock. So you can just give...
Mataji, this is Prabhupada's Guru, right?
Yes, Prabhupada's Guru. So if any of you fasted, you can, you can raise your hands so that it's nice to fast because it's easy just till 12 o'clock.
No, Jayaprakash Prabhuji, no, Uma Mataji, no, Rani says yes, some people,
Okay.
yes, most people no.
Okay. No problem. No problem. So if all of you who have joined ISKCON or who are following the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are chanting, who are observing Ekadashi, so it all leads to Guru of Srila Prabhupada. So why? Because Prabhupada was a normal householder person. He was a normal grihastha. He was having his own pharmacy business until, although his family was very religious, although his family used to, follow the worship of Radha and Krishna, it was a very pious family, but he was not so much into spirituality. He was not so much into Krishna consciousness. But he was a very, very pious even as a child, Srila Prabhupada. It's only till one day when, Prabhupada met his guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, that he actually got so inspired. So his guru just gave one instruction to him. And that instruction was that you speak such nice English. So in those days when Prabhupada was there, not everybody was well versed in English. So his guru said, you are so good in English. You should publish books, you should write books, and you should preach to the Western countries, like, outside India, America or UK or other Western part. Because in India, already people are very religious, whether they are following Krishna or they're following any other god. Generally, people in India are very religious, whereas outside India, the culture is not so good. There was so much of materialism. There is so much of just self-centeredness, selfishness was there. So when Prabhupada met his guru, he instructed him, just you go, you're an English speaking person, your English is very good. You go out of India and you preach. You preach to the Western world. And just on one instruction, Prabhupada left everything because he wanted to follow the instruction of his guru. And this is how Prabhupada made ISKCON. He traveled outside India. He established this society of ISKCON. And soon, so many followers joined him. So all of you who are with ISKCON, who are chanting, who are following, fasting, it all, our history actually goes back to Guru of Prabhupada. So had he not instructed Prabhupada, Prabhupada wouldn't be, we wouldn't be knowing who Krishna is, because it is only through Prabhupada we know Krishna. It is only how Prabhupada simplified Bhagavad Gita and simplified so many other things for us. So if I am today taking this class, it's all because this knowledge is so simplified. Right? So all our obeisances, all our respects to the Guru of, today, very auspicious day when it's Guru's disappearance day. So all our obeisances, all our respects to him. May he give us love for Krishna. May he gives us knowledge so that we can also become free from the cycle of birth and death. So that is what actually the main aim is. So if ever I send a message of appearance day or disappearance day, it is just a matter of 12 o'clock. You can have just fruits, milk, so many other things that you have on Ekadashi. Just till 12 o'clock. So after 12 o'clock, you can have normal food. So whenever I post a message, you can, if possible, health permits, you can keep that half day of fasting. It increases our bond with the Guru. It increases our, basically we have more blessings from the Lord. Yeah. So let's begin our today's class. Week 24. We'll start with chanting of the Panchatattva mantra, as we always do. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advait Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So let's begin today's class. And we will, as always, we will begin with understanding the importance of chanting, the nectar of holy name. So I don't know how many of you remember that long time back, we discussed that there are 9 processes of devotional service. Like whatever way we are trying to serve Krishna. So there were 9 ways, I don't know if you remember, which included chanting, worshipping, and taking Krishna as your friend or taking Krishna as your master, those kind of, we discussed, it was a big class. Any of you who didn't miss, I can always share the link again. So it is said that out of all these 9 processes, chanting is the topmost. So there are many processes to understand Krishna, but chanting, it comes on the top of the list. So if one does chanting by avoiding any mistakes, avoiding any offense, one can very easily obtain the most valuable love of God. So you'd be surprised to know that actually there are offenses that we commit while we are chanting. Offenses means we commit many mistakes when we are chanting. And if we commit those mistakes, then our chanting is not pure. And when the chanting is not pure, our journey, our spiritual journey becomes longer. So unless we chant with purity by avoiding these mistakes, it is as good as not chanting. So it is very important to understand what these offenses are. However, we will have to, dedicate one entire class for discussing. So I will not be touching them today. We will take it up next week. So those who are here, who can, you all can inform others who have not joined today, that please do not miss the next session, because I'll be discussing these 10 offenses, 10 mistakes that we do when we are chanting. So I'll not do it today. We'll take it up in the next class. Okay. So I was trying to say that if one chants without these mistakes, then one can very easily obtain Krishna's love, because then we become very pure. Our chanting is pure. And when our chanting is pure, we are easily able to establish our connection with Krishna. So am I clear? Are you able to understand what I'm talking? Okay, fine. I can see that. And as you all know, that this chanting is a very simple process. It does not depend on anything. You don't have to be born in a very rich or, in a very knowledgeable family. I mean, you don't have to be a Brahmin, or you don't have to be, very rich person. There's only one qualification which is required for pure chanting. And what is that qualification? That is being humble. A person who has no ego, who has no pride, the person who's not very angry or irritated or jealous all the time, who's always very humble, that person progresses very fast. So this is not my statement. This is actually mentioned in the Vedas. So therefore, if one becomes humble, he can very easily attain Krishna's love even in this Kali Yuga. So as we all know that how dangerous, what kind of age this Kali Yuga is, that every step, every now and then you see there is so much of some natural calamities happening, or some diseases are happening. If it's winters, it will be extreme winters. If it is summers, it will be extreme summer. So this is the qualities of Kali Yuga. So even although all of us are living in this Kali Yuga, yet if we remain humble, if we are not very proud of our, our knowledge or our looks or our richness, our car, our status, our money, if we are always humble, then attaining Krishna's love is very, very easy. Then Krishna takes special mercy on such people. So I have discussed a couple of times that there are so many ways, that people try to, do their worship by doing some kind of home or sacrifices, or very severe fasting, or going to, different uh, temples and different demigods, doing some kind of charity. So many things people do. when they're in difficult situations. But if we are only concentrating on chanting, then that person attains perfection. That's complete perfection. You actually don't have to struggle doing anything else. Therefore, whenever, whatever one does in doing his devotional service, suppose even if you say that I'm doing some service in the temple, or I am daily offering bhoga to Krishna. So let me just avoid doing chanting. Let's just skip chanting. No, that is incorrect. Above everything else, above any other kind of service, above any, whether you are offering food to Krishna or not, above everything comes chanting, right? So that is something we should not miss at any cost. So moving on in this, in this class for today, Krishna himself says, so how do we actually, what kind of life we live? Uh, of course, we are chanting regularly, we're offering prasad. So what does Krishna has to say about leading a life where we are, throughout the day, we remain Krishna conscious? So Krishna says in chapter 6, Bhagavad Gita, that, he's addressing Arjun. The entire Bhagavad Gita is actually, it's a dialogue between Krishna and Arjun. So Arjun is asking question, Krishna is replying to his question. So the entire Gita is question and answer. So Krishna says in chapter 6 that, O son of Kunti, O Arjun, you do whatever. Whether whatever you eat, whatever money you spend, do it as an offering to me. So for all of you who are earning, you're going to office. If you're thinking that I'm doing this work, or like, so small thing, I have Vinita in front of me. So like Vinita, if she's a lot involved in craft work, or Uma is there. So these people are heavily engaged in craft work. Or Nandini is there, she's teaching in school. Or Nilima is there, she also cooks and she supplies food. So all these people, they are doing normal work. If somebody looks at them from outside, they'll feel they're doing normal work. But imagine that everything they're doing, like for example, if Nilima is teaching in school and she's constantly teaching about Krishna to children, so which means she's actually serving Krishna, even though in school, she's actually doing service to Krishna. So while cooking, all of you who are cooking in kitchen, if you're cooking in kitchen, everything you look at tomato, you look at potato, you look at butter, or oil or salt or anything, you think that how should I prepare nice things and offer to Krishna? So actually, everything you're doing is a service to Krishna. So what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita is that, oh Arjun, you do whatever, but you offer it to me. You go to job, you're a fighter, you are a warrior. Arjun, actually, the problem with Arjun was that he did not want to fight. He did not want to kill his own relatives. And that is how the entire Bhagavad Gita started. So in reply to his questions, so Krishna says, your duty is to fight because you are a Kshatriya, you are a warrior. What will you do if you don't fight? Because what did Arjun say? Arjun say, I will go, I will retire, I will, I'll take sannyas and I will go to the forest. So what does Krishna says? Krishna says, you cannot do that. It's a sin. I have given you the duty to fight. I have given you birth in a Kshatriya family, in a warrior family. So then what is your duty? Your duty is not to go, go to become a Brahmin and go to the forest. So your duty is to fight. You fight, but don't think about its result. You just think my duty is to fight. Rest Krishna will take care. So similarly, all of you who are doing your duty in your homes as a housewife or as a working person, as grandparents, or or people who are having their own business, who are in schools. So whatever you're doing, whatever work you're doing, think that this is actually given to me by Krishna. Krishna has given me this job. So I am doing it for his happiness. Somebody might feel that, oh, I have to cook the entire day. I have a big family to support. But yes, that is what your duty is. So do it happily. So what Krishna is trying to explain here is that whatever you do in your life, just offer it to me. Just think that you are doing for me. So therefore, it is the duty of everyone, you know, to, make changes in your life so that you don't forget Krishna in any circumstances. Therefore, Krishna says, you work for me. So do you think any of you feel that we can live our life without working? Do you think is it possible? You have to work because you have to maintain the body. If you don't work, where will you get money from? How will you eat? How will you support your family? How will you maintain your body? So you have to work. We all cannot run to the forest and live like a sannyasi. Everyone has to eat. So if you have to eat, what do? You offer it to Krishna. And then that food becomes pure. So every time you are going out, you are working, you're getting money, you feel that, yes, I'm earning money because with that money, I can please Krishna. I can buy things, I can do charity. So you can, like how I was one day, I remember in class, I was explaining it to Nilima that if you're doing a tiffin business, it's very good because when you make tiffin, you offer it to Krishna and you give prasad to everybody. So it's such a beautiful service. You are actually spreading Krishna's love to so many people through your tiffin service. So that money, if you use for Krishna's service, then you already won half the battle. You already increased your level of spiritual life. So every time you are constantly thinking how to please Krishna because whatever I'm doing for his happiness. And that is what Krishna recommends. He himself says throughout Gita, whatever you do it for me. You do it to please me. So nowadays, people are, when we come to practicing other process, of becoming becoming God conscious. So many people, sit and they try to meditate, they try to do yoga. There are so many other things, but these kind of things are not. You can obviously you can meditate, sit in one room, maybe half an hour. But do you think you can do that entire day? You have to go out and work, right? So such kind of things are not practical nowadays. 24 by 7, the entire day, we cannot sit in a meditation and we think that food will automatically come, money will automatically come. It is not possible, right? But when we become conscious, when we are Krishna conscious, we can actually do meditation full day. So how is it possible? So it is possible because one, even if you don't have your mala bag, you can, by doing anything, you can constantly chant Krishna. You can mentally keep on chanting. Above all, anything you see around you, like your sofa or your bed or your fridge or your car or scooter, your cupboard, everything is given by Krishna. How? So, for example, I'll give you an example here. You have a table which is made of wood. So how do you get that wood? It comes from a tree. So is it possible scientifically, can we produce a tree? So tree is given by Krishna, which means everything we see, our furniture, everything is actually supplied by the Lord, right? Similarly, you're wearing clothes, that comes from some fiber, the cotton that is grown in the fields, the crop, and then farmers take it out and it is processed. So can we grow up? Can we produce a seed? We cannot produce even smallest of thing. So in that way, when you are living, when you are, wherever you are working, whether you are at home or in office, you look around, you'll see a mirror, you see your car, you see flowers, you see tree, you see food. In everything is literally given by the Lord. Everything is supplied by Krishna. So that kind of mental status, if we maintain entire day, every time we are doing anything, we are thinking, yes, it is given by Krishna. It is Krishna. So then that means you are actually like that sannyasi who is in the forest, because he goes to the forest to think about God, but you are doing it by parallel by maintaining your life. You're doing your household works, you're doing your job, but in that job also you are constantly thinking about Krishna, because around you everything is Krishna. And am I able to make you all understand that everything you see is actually given by the Lord? We cannot produce anything. So when you have that kind of mental status, when you have that kind of mental frame that the entire day you are mentally chanting, you're thinking everything is Krishna, in every place you see Krishna, then actually you become the greatest yogi. And this is what Krishna confirms in chapter 6 of Bhagavad Gita, that uh, you don't have to do anything else separately except chanting and thinking about me. And if you're able to do that successfully, then you're done. Then you're already a great yogi. So I gave you just very few examples. All of you actually can think about this. that is it difficult for you to think about Krishna the entire day? So now, since I have tried to explain this, you can actually go back after the class in your routine life. You can see things. In fact, when we are angry with somebody and when we hate somebody, at that time also you should feel that Krishna is there. Krishna is actually present in each and every living thing, non-living thing. He's there in everything. Even in a small ant, Lord is there. So when you see that the person you're hating, also Krishna is there inside that person, then your hatred will go away. Your anger will go away. Because if you love Krishna, Krishna is there in the opposite person. That means that person is also should not be hated. If Krishna is inside me, Krishna is also inside every living thing. So I would request all of you to think about this point when the class is over, that how you can start training your mind to always think about Krishna in small things around you, while eating, while working, when you're about to sleep, when you're going to office, when you're traveling in a bus, when you're working in office. It's all a matter of training your mind. See Krishna is in everything around you. Everything that you see, Krishna is there. So even if you cannot hear, but with your eyes, you can see. And mentally, you can keep on chanting the entire day. So Krishna says that whatever you do it as an offering to me, and you becomes Krishna's favorite. So do you think it is possible to think of Krishna the entire day? I'm sure none of us do it right now, only except the time while we are chanting. Probably that time also our mind is running here and there. So I don't think it is possible, but we can try. We can at least start trying it. So this is what it is for week 24. I'm sorry, we have some technical issues. I could not send last week's recording also, week 23. So I hope we should sort that out soon, and I will send you today's class and yes, last week's class recordings. PPTs are still underway, and I think I have to send it from week 20. So I do remember, and it's just that things are little unsettled right now, and I will try to send them as soon as possible. And now we are ready for questions. You can raise your hand and we'll take up the question answers.
Sorry, I'm just trying to understand the question, Bhakti. So she's saying that we didn't know about fasting, Mataji, for a very long time. But when we
Oh,
started
okay.
getting to Zoom sessions and started learning about all of that, some seven. Uh, so there are some specific days only, Mataji, like Purnima or when there is no Amavasya and stuff like that, where she, fasts. But
Uh-huh.
normally she didn't know about fasting and all of that. But so since you have missed so much throughout, point is,
Right. I can't hear you, Saurabh.
I'm just clarifying with her.
Acha, okay, okay.
Mataji, so growing up, it has been very later in age that we learnt about ISKCON, about Krishna. We didn't know about the rules and we didn't know about chanting and the fasting. So we didn't do it. So can we now be saved or blessed now?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Even if you kept one Ekadashi, it is, it is, it's wonderful. You talking about me, you asked me. Even I did not know any of these things till I was in my mid 40s. I was not aware of all these things. So that's okay. So actually, it is how it is said spiritually that wherever you have, wherever you left in your last birth, you begin from that next point in the next birth. So when will that time come is your past karma. So if you could not know these things because your time was not there, and once your time comes, all knowledge is automatically revealed by the Lord. So need not worry. Whatever has happened has happened.
Yeah, so Mataji, she's saying that, earlier used to be. So they do have those in. So the Hindu gods, no Mataji, like for Shiva, for Durga, for all these things, used to have some celebrations and stuff like that at home, but not for Krishna. So yeah, missing out.
That's okay. No need to worry. Now that you know, you can
Used to
follow.
offer things like fruits and flowers and milk,
Correct.
stuff like that.
Correct. No problem. Need not worry. Now that you know, it's never too late. You can take the next question.
She said maybe Krishna led me to this place, Mataji. Mhm. Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, there was little lack of light, so she said I have to move. I said no problem.
Okay. Who?
So,
Acha, Swati.
Ila Mataji.
Acha, Ila. Okay.
Mm.
We take somebody else. Meanwhile.
No, Mataji, I can see her now. If
Acha.
there is confusion, I say so. So earlier, there used to be no awareness and a lot of miscommunication with the family, with the father mostly. But since we have started these ISKCON classes, I feel there's a change. First, of course, I am very, very interested. Every 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I'm always here for the classes. And my parents also, better communication with them, more encouragement from them, and things are getting better. So thank you.
Wow, that is so encouraging for me also. It is very good news for me also, as a person who's uh, doing the hard work of collecting material and what to preach and what not to teach and how to teach. So for me, it is a big encouragement. I would like to say thanks to you for giving this feedback. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
And we have to keep this up, Mataji. We just keep on doing this all the time. It's also very nice whenever we have the link for the classes, and the days we don't have classes, it's like a restless day, and feels like
Yes,
uh,
even I don't want to miss the class, but somehow, some certain times I have to travel or, if I'm not well, so I do have to miss. But as I said in the beginning, that I also don't like missing seeing all of you. So we should pray that, this meeting you always goes non-stop and there's never a break. Hare Krishna.
yes, yes, same, Mataji. Let's not leave this, and let this just be like a permanent thing.
Thank you. Thank you, Ila. Hare Krishna.
Khatu, Khatu Sham. Khatu Sham. Do you know about Khatu Sham, Mataji?
Yes, yes, I know Khatu Sham.
Because somehow
It's
we are
supposed to
aware.
be Krishna's incarnation on it only.
Some
And
people are
some
saying that
stories,
it's also the head of.
correct, correct. Some story that happened, took place in Mahabharata time. I'm not sure of the exact details, but yes, there are a lot of people who worship Khadu Shamji, said to be Krishna only. I also have to do some study for answering that question.
Next class, Mataji. Next class.
Sure, 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 sure. I'll let you.
Mataji, sorry, Saurav here. Just to add, I think this is Bhima's second son. I think Bhima's
Uh,
son, who was strong, so triple, double, so strong,
uh,
right?
uh,
And then
uh.
Krishna knew that this Bhima's son, if he joins fight Mahabharata, all die.
All will die.
So
Right, right, right.
Krishna, he said, no, this person out must fight, not allowed. So he, when this person, I mean, I'm forgetting the name, Bimbi, Bimbi Saraswat. Anyway,
Hidimba.
no, no, no.
No.
Hidimbato was the different. This son's name I forgot. So he archer best. So then Krishna says, okay, tree leaves all, one arrow, trees leaves all, and Krishna one leaf, keep it here. Now this man, he put the arrow and it goes all leaves, catch, but one Krishna here. So the arrow went, and Krishna is standing, the arrow went and waiting here, not going
Okay.
inside, went here. Also, sorry, no, Krishna's feet. So that leaf, Krishna put it beneath the feet. So the arrow, Krishna's feet, but touch no. So
Okay.
then this person realized that this, my arrow pierce fail, meaning this God.
This is God. Okay.
He did this, and then Krishna said that you have to give me your head, have to give, or something like that.
He was allowed to see, witness the war. I think some
Then
story
he said
like
that
that.
Mahabharata, I want to see the fight. So he said, okay,
Correct,
down there,
correct.
on top, the head, he'll keep it there, you see
Uh, uh, uh.
something. And
Thank
name,
you, Saurabh. Thank you. Prakhar is laughing like anything.
it, I'll also tell the name, Mataji, 1 minute.
I know it bites you, if you don't remember the name.
Name, huh. It is Barbaric.
Barbaric. Barbaric. Barbaric. Yes, yes. In bits and pieces, I'm remembering these things.
This was Bhima's
Yeah, correct.
person strong double. So Krishna said no. Awesome.
Barbaric. Yes. I will also go back and read the entire story again.
In Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. But many followers are there everywhere. Can you take up the next question?
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Today, the session which we had. So my question is regarding that. So Arjun's duty, when he said that I'm able to do this, and all of us also have something like this with us.
Right.
So uh, so like you said that this is a sin. Krishna said, no, it's your duty, you have to do it. Going away from your duty is a sin. So
Right.
sometimes we also have this, right? We have certain things to do, we have a name, and we don't want to do it. So we can also get that sin or that pap, just like
You have to give me an example.
so for me, Heman. So when I was 12 years, my aim in life was an actor. Yeah, I really liked it. But my parents were not happy with it. And I didn't understand why they would say that acting is bad, because as everything is, decided by the Lord. So this is also, but somehow they were not happy. So I then had to do something else. I mean, yeah, my likings changed. But so would there be some sin or pap?
Hare Krishna.
Hanji, Mataji.
Sorry. I have little low bandwidth. I'm outside today. So fortunately, we've done with 80% of the class. Anyways, we can take quick questions, Saurabh, before this big internet goes again. What is the question? What is the example he was giving?
He said, Mataji, he wanted to be an actor when he was growing up, when he was 12 years old or something like that. He wanted to do acting, but parents were not happy. So he
Okay.
left it. But he was wondering that, acting is also Krishna, decides, or he made everything in the world.
Right,
It
right,
wrong. But he left it because parents were not agreeing to it. So
right.
now maybe there would be some pap or some sin because he left his aim, he left.
Not like that. You can think it like that, that it was destined for you to get into some other profession. There are certain people you were supposed to meet, certain you know, that give and take from previous birth. Suppose you owe somebody some money, and that person is, you will meet while being in some other profession. So how can you repay him unless if you become an actor and you don't come into some service, other service, suppose an IT job, and you were supposed to meet that person there, how will you meet him if you had become an actor? So we whatever we are doing, actually it is all destined for us. Of course, some hard work is allowed, is there. We are supposed to do certain thing, but yes, whatever you got is it, that is what is designed for you. So there is no sin in that. It is a sin if now you leave your job and you sit at home, fighting with your parents that you didn't let me do what I wanted to do. Then it will become a sin. You accepted your parents' desires that your parents won't be happy and you took it up happily, some other profession. Now, if you leave that, then it becomes a sin.
But Mataji, this is what is happening, and my parents are having this, this thing that, this job is not life. I don't want this job
Mhm.
life and stuff like that.
So then you have to take a decision. It's not sin, as I said, that you have to earn a living, you
But
have
no
to maintain
happiness,
your
Mataji.
body.
And now the job which I have, it's with hearing people, Mataji. Pay and everything is fine, but
The job satisfaction is not there.
job satisfaction, happiness is not there. Even though, I have done what my parents said, but yeah.
Yeah, but then there's no sin as such. There's no sin. There's sin when you don't do anything and you sit at home and you simply feel that somebody else is going to earn for you. So that is part of life to change your jobs. There is no sin in that. You just maintain um, being Krishna conscious and you maintain that whatever is happening is your life. You accept it as Krishna's will. So even if you want to change your profession, there is nothing wrong in it. But the moment you sit at home and you think that, yes, let somebody else earn for me, then it becomes sinful. As I said, you have to earn a living, right? So I don't see any sin in your changing job if you feel like doing it. If you provide it, you can convince your family. We'll move on to next person. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
It's very cold north, no?
Very, very cold, Mataji, very, very. Haryana,
Oh, Haryana is colder than Delhi also, no?
it's Gurgaon actually.
Oh,
So,
okay. Good job.
three questions.
Oh, no, there's many big waiting. One question.
Okay, Mataji. So you're saying assistant plus boss is better? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Mataji is saying, is it better to be an assistant or better to be a boss? I don't understand his question.
So whatever God has given you that position, there's nothing wrong. If everybody becomes boss, who will be the assistant? And one person has to be a boss. So there's nothing wrong, good or bad or wrong or right. According to your knowledge, you will become that. If tomorrow I say the peon of the office will become the boss, do you think it is sensible? Do you think it's an intelligent thing to do? So according to the intelligence, the person gets that position. Person who's more intelligent and who's more qualified will become the boss, and others have to become assistant, right? Hare Krishna. Thank you. If there's time, we'll move. Otherwise, I mean, we can come back. There won't be any time anyways.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So, when we miss class, Mataji, without chanting, Mataji, if feel restless, and after doing our 16 rounds, it's stressful without it. So trying to do uh, chanting every day, and hopefully, yeah, I keep doing
I
that
think she says she's very happy when she chants. I think that's what I could make out.
every day, and very happy also. Without chanting, feel sad and restless.
Wow. Thank you for the feedback. I am very happy, Uma. Thank you. Keep it up. Very encouraging for me also.
So now the question, Mataji, during Satyuga and all the basically or the yugas, the third three yugas, now the Kal Yuga, the avatar, for example, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the avatar,
हम नेट नहीं आता.
who's the other Buddha? And the third person on horse, somebody is supposed to come, Mataji, Kalki or something.
That is the Kalki avatar, Kalki.
How many avatars basically in Kal Yuga? That's what I want to ask. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, Buddha was
Chaitanya
there.
Mahaprabhu came at the beginning of Kali Yuga, and now we'll have one avatar at the end of Kali Yuga. That's it.
So basically, you're saying Buddha is not an avatar and stuff like that, huh?
Buddha is but Buddha I don't think came in Kali Yuga.
Yes, Mataji. It was not very far behind, right? 500, 600
He came
AD.
even before Mahaprabhu.
Yes, Mataji, yes. Hello?
Yes, yes. 1 second. We not exactly Kali Yuga. Actually, it was little just the beginning.
Buddha,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, just the beginning. I think, but just even before Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu came, and now at the end of Kali Yuga, Kalki. That is end of. So we have the Kali Yuga timing is 4,32,000 years. I'll type it, sorry. So Kali Yuga is still we have just crossed 5,000 years. Right. She's also right. So very, very small. We are talking about 4,32,000 years. Thank you. We can move to next question.
How many avatars will be there during Kali Yuga time, Mataji, is my question.
That's what I said. Just the three. Nobody else in between now. It becomes three, right? Buddha, then Mahaprabhu, and then Kalki. That's it.
There's someone,
Who?
Mataji,
Who? What is the name?
someone with a bindi and forehead in the middle.
Swaminarayana. And we have
Swami.
not seen that name in the scriptures. We have not seen that. I have not seen that name in scriptures, so we cannot confirm that whether he's avatar or not. Not sure. Whatever we read in scriptures, we can do that.
Hare
I would
Krishna,
just
Mataji.
like to take Sonam and question because I had sent a parcel to her. Hare Krishna. I'm not able to find out the parcel. And don't
No,
worry, if
Mataji, I
she is
couldn't find
missed,
it.
she need not pay it. Wasn't a very big amount. I will take care of those charges. So it hardly costed 100, 150 rupees. So it's okay. Need not worry. I'll send a fresh packet to her from Chennai.
Mataji, you can pay Mataji, she says, no
No, no,
problem.
it's okay. It's okay. My mistake only it hasn't reached you. Why should she pay? It's okay. I, even if she can pay, it's not her mistake. So my courier guy took some 50 rupees and another 100 for mala and bag. So not a very big amount. It's okay. I try to send it again from Chennai. Now come back from Delhi. I'll try to send it again.
हाँ Mataji, question?
Is it a short question?
Short, Mataji, short.
Yeah, okay.
Ganesh, Lakshmi, I have at home, but I haven't put a Krishna DT or a photo, Mataji. How do I know what size to put? Small,
It's
big?
okay. Small size, small size. You can keep one Panchatattva. One, I had sent a link for the Panchatattva. That you can get it framed. And one, Radha Krishna photo, you can have one if you want. I can send you the link. But the nearest ISKCON you have, you can buy it from there also. And she's in Nangaloi, Delhi. So any temple which is close to her, so she can buy from there. Or she can get it printed. Whatever is convenient to. Little Krishna, huh?
Murti, हाँ. Shouldn't keep a small
Uh-huh.
because I don't know, Mataji. This will be the first time I'm gonna have Krishna at home. I have
Photo
seen
is better.
have
Photo is better because it's difficult to maintain the murti. You have just started practicing, no? So it's better to keep a photo only.
okay, Mataji. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So time is up. Can we take other questions later? Nilima and Vinita, I think. Nandini. Swati is already we answered. Vinita, Nilima, and Nandini. Sorry. So don't miss next week's class. It's on the 10 mistakes that we do while chanting. So please call others and tell them definitely to attend the class. And recording, we'll try to send it as soon as possible for today. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Saurabh. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Thank you.